Huge XRP news just dropped. 3 game-changing updates, including one we've been waiting on forever. These developments could propel XRP to shatter its all-time high. In this video, I'll break down everything you need to know because this is some of the most important and exciting news we've seen in ages.
I've been trading crypto successfully for over 380 days, consistently closing every month in profit. In the last 90 days alone, my followers have earned over $29,000 in profits by copying my trades. Want to see my verified stats? Click the first link in the profile description and start copying my trades for free today.
And here's the kicker. Something major just happened with Bitcoin that might make XRP flipping Bitcoin feel more possible than ever before. Buckle up. This is big. Hey everyone, today I want to dive into something I see as a major challenge for Bitcoin's future. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't about the Bitcoin network collapsing or anything extreme like that, but it could shake things up in a way that redefines its dominance and opens the door for another asset to take its crown. For years, it's been nearly impossible to imagine anything overtaking Bitcoin. It's always been seen as this untouchable, decentralized currency, neutral, anonymous, and protected by the mystery of its unknown creator. But here's the twist. Someone did create Bitcoin. And if that person's identity ever comes to light, it could completely change how people view the asset. It's a fascinating what if that could throw the entire crypto space into uncharted territory. Here's what we do know. The identity of Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, might not be as much of a mystery as we think. It turns out that certain people already know who Satoshi is. It just hasn't been leaked to the public yet. During the Ripple versus SEC case, we learned something shocking. The US Department of Homeland Security supposedly met with the 4 Satoshis. Yep, you read that right. 4. Now, we're all just waiting for this bombshell to officially drop. But here's where things get even more interesting. I've stumbled across something so compelling, it's convinced me more than ever that I know who the main Satoshi is. And no, I didn't uncover this through some deep investigative dive. What I found was a post, an absolutely jaw-dropping one. Someone out there has done serious homework on this topic and has come to a wild conclusion. Satoshi might actually be Jack Dorsey. Yeah, Twitter and Square's Jack Dorsey. I won't spoil the entire post for you. Seriously, go check it out. It's on my X feed and it's mind-blowing. But the evidence is hard to ignore. Let me hit you with some highlights. First off, Jack was one of the original cypherpunks, the OGs of privacy-focused tech. He's been a coding whiz his entire career, fluent in every programming language you'd need to create Bitcoin. Add to that his background as a math and computer science major, and things start to line up. Oh, and get this, he attended a high school where students were literally called minors. Coincidence? You decide. It's funny where these theories come from, but this one really gets you thinking. There's evidence suggesting Satoshi Nakamoto, the mysterious creator of Bitcoin, may have accidentally exposed himself by logging into a public network without his VPN. The location? California. Guess who else was in California at the exact same time? Jack Dorsey. Coincidence? Maybe. But it gets better. In 2021, Jack Dorsey penned a manifesto stating his desire to spark world-changing innovation without anyone knowing he was behind it. A bold statement, and one that seems eerily fitting for someone who might have planned something groundbreaking long ago. But wait, there's more. Jack's best friend even wrote a book about him, claiming he's living a double life under a famous pseudonym. Sound familiar? Satoshi Nakamoto is the ultimate pseudonym after all. Then there's the curious pattern of major Bitcoin transactions coinciding with Jack's birthday, as well as birthdays of his family members. Oh, and let's not forget the addresses tied to Satoshi's original transactions, somehow connected to personal details from Jack's life. I just finished reading something that left me utterly convinced. Jack Dorsey is Satoshi Nakamoto. Yes, you heard that right. Let's think about why this matters. Bitcoin has long been shielded by the mystery of its creator, often flaunted as a key differentiator from the rest of the crypto world. But if the man behind Bitcoin is none other than Jack Dorsey, that entire narrative crumbles. Suddenly, Bitcoin isn't so different from other cryptocurrencies. In fact, for many, it could be seen as worse. Because, let's face it, Jack Dorsey isn't exactly a universally loved figure. One particularly vocal critic? Former President Trump. Trump and Dorsey have a history, and it's far from friendly. Dorsey played a major role in silencing Trump during his presidency, something the former president hasn't forgotten. Here's where it gets even more fascinating. Trump has been posting on Truth Social, his platform, and what's he talking about? Ripple and XRP, not Bitcoin. This is a seismic shift. Trump is openly supporting Ripple and XRP, while potentially knowing something that could shake Bitcoin to its core, the identity of its founder. What if Trump already has intel confirming Dorsey's role in Bitcoin's creation? If that's the case, it could be a massive blow to Bitcoin's reputation, especially among Trump's followers. At this turning point, the crypto landscape is shifting, and Bitcoin may face one of the biggest challenges in its history. Bitcoin's mystique of anonymity may no longer shield it, and the truth about its origins could change everything. Imagine this. What if the original creator of Bitcoin, long shrouded in mystery, becomes a divisive figure? Suddenly, Bitcoin loses its aura of uniqueness, becoming just another cryptocurrency in a crowded market. That's the game changer I want to dive into, because it sets the stage for something bold: XRP overtaking Bitcoin. Here's why. The moment Bitcoin is stripped of its special status, its outdated technology is exposed. Without the mystique, Bitcoin is no longer untouchable. It's just a clunky, inefficient system that struggles to compete with modern digital assets like XRP. And as we see an administration emerging that's ready to back American-led digital innovation, focusing on assets solving real-world problems and revolutionizing finance, the potential for XRP to surpass Bitcoin becomes very real. Let's dive into something truly exciting. Reports are flooding in that the SEC may drop its appeal against Ripple. Yes, you heard that right. After months of speculation, it seems the legal saga could finally be coming to an end. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Whether this case gets settled or dropped, it's a monumental win for Ripple and XRP. Ripple already scored a massive victory in the initial case, with XRP officially deemed not a security. While a settlement might have tied up loose ends and provided additional clarity, having the appeal dropped is still a game changer. Either way, this is huge. It's a turning point not just for Ripple, but for the broader cryptocurrency landscape. Even John Reed Stark, a well-known crypto skeptic with ties to the SEC, is hinting that the case is dead in the water. Reports are pouring in from insiders suggesting the case will be dropped altogether, and we could see this happen in just a matter of weeks. It's incredible to witness this unfold. If these reports are true, the Ripple SEC battle may be entirely behind us soon. All that's left now is to wait for the official announcement. It doesn't get more bullish than this. Once the pieces fall into place, we're going to witness a wave of institutional adoption that most people aren't even ready for, especially if Bitcoin continues to fade from the spotlight, proving to be less innovative and frankly inferior to many other digital assets. That shift could be a game changer for XRP. But here's the real headline. We've just hit one of the biggest milestones in the XRP ecosystem in years. A major bank is officially using the XRP ledger. That's right, Brasa Bank, the largest FX provider in Brazil and a major player in the market, is now issuing a stablecoin directly on the XRP ledger. This isn't just some theoretical use case anymore. This completely shuts down the old narrative that no banks are using XRP or the XRP ledger. Brasa Bank is leveraging the technology to boost efficiency, increase profits, and position itself for the digital future. And this is just the beginning. Once one bank takes the leap, others will have no choice but to follow suit. Banks that adopt this next-gen tech now will gain a competitive edge, leaving the rest of the financial system scrambling to catch up. The future is being written right here, and XRP is at the center of it all. The banks embracing innovation are about to make waves in the financial world, reshaping the entire banking ecosystem. Once the pioneers take the leap, the rest will have no choice but to follow, and Ripple is already leading this charge. With over 500 banks signed onto RippleNet, the groundwork for a massive shift is already in place. Here's the kicker. With a simple switch, these banks can seamlessly transition to the XRP ledger. We're witnessing the dawn of this transformation. International banks are likely to lead the way, eager to outpace their American counterparts. But sooner or later, US banks will find themselves at a crossroads, adopt or risk irrelevance in a rapidly changing landscape. This is just the beginning. As the Ripple versus SEC case nears resolution and regulatory clarity improves, institutions are preparing to dive in. For years, the biggest hurdle was the readiness of the technology. This technology once seemed far from ready, with big banks and institutions hesitant to adopt it, even if regulations were in place. But today that narrative has flipped on its head. ETF after ETF is being launched, Ripple's partner list keeps growing by the day, and banks worldwide are embracing Ripple's technology and leveraging the XRP ledger. The thesis is playing out better than anyone could have imagined, and all of this is unfolding while XRP sits at a critical juncture on the price chart. Take a look. XRP has been holding strong at a key long-term support for months, and now it's testing resistance again. It's forming what looks like a massive symmetrical triangle, poised for a breakout. But here's the kicker. With everything happening right now, it's hard to imagine this breaking to the downside. Sure, there might be another rejection here, maybe some bouncing around, maybe even a bit more waiting on the Ripple SEC case resolution. But honestly, this setup looks primed for liftoff. The stars are aligning, momentum is building, and it seems ready to explode. The buzz is real, and it's impossible to ignore. This thing isn't just a technical marvel, it's a game changer. Fundamentals? Never been stronger. For the first time, we're witnessing digital assets go mainstream. Not just with niche groups, but on a global scale. As I mentioned earlier in this video, even President Trump has shared Ripple and XRP twice in a row on Truth Social. What more proof do people need? The shift is happening right in front of us. Institutional adoption is unfolding, and the regulatory framework is finally taking shape to fully embrace this technology. Ripple has been preparing for this moment from day one. They knew the banking giants weren't disappearing, and they were right. Banks are bigger and more powerful than ever. Ripple understood early on that regulations would be key, and they've spent years laying the groundwork. They hold more licenses than anyone in the space. They've built unmatched institutional and government connections. And let's not forget, they're collaborating with 27 of the world's 37 central banks. Nobody else even comes close. While others were busy building DeFi platforms for meme traders and speculators chasing quick gains, Ripple had its sights set on the real game changers, the heavy hitters. They focused on the institutions, the ones holding trillions, even quadrillions of dollars. Ripple knew it was only a matter of time before these power players stepped into the crypto space, and what we're seeing now is just the beginning. Over the next few years, we're going to witness a seismic shift, a total transformation of the global financial system. Video after video, one thing remains clear. Ripple is leading this revolution. The groundwork has been laid, and the momentum is unstoppable. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you found this update exciting. Stay ready, because the best is yet to come.